Hi everyone, it's Suzette Chambers here. I'm a licensed financial advisor and a woman with confidence. So let's talk about self-confidence, not the Instagram version, okay? Not the loud version, not the fake it till I make it version. I'm talking about real confidence, the kind that holds you steady when things don't go as planned, the kind that doesn't disappear when you walk into a room where you feel like you don't belong. Here's the truth. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. And most people think confidence comes with action, but in my experience, it's the opposite. Confidence comes after you move, after you try, after you fail, after you show up anyway. There were many moments in my life where I didn't feel confident. I felt unsure. I felt behind. I felt like I was figuring things out in real time. But I learned that confidence doesn't mean absence of fear. It means you don't let fear make your decisions. Most people struggle with confidence for three reasons. First, comparison. We're always constantly measuring ourselves against someone else's highlight reel, someone else's success, body, career, timeline. And the moment you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's polished results, you start doubting yourselves. Second, past experiences. Things people said to you, situations where you were overlooked, rejected, or told you weren't enough. Even when you grew, those moments still live in our heads, quietly shaping how we see ourselves. And third, waiting for permission. So many people are waiting to feel ready before they speak up, apply, post, launch, or lead. But confidence doesn't show up after you have permission. It shows up after practice. Here's the shift. Confidence is not about proving yourself to others. It's about trusting yourself. One of the biggest myths about confidence is that confident people don't doubt themselves. They do. The difference is they don't stop. Confidence is built when you keep promises to yourself. When you say you're going to do something, you do it, even when it's uncomfortable, even when no one's watching. Every time you follow through, you send a message to yourself. I can trust me. You don't become confident by getting everything right. You become confident by surviving what went wrong and realizing you're still standing. Think about it. How many times have you already done hard things? How many times have you adapted, pivoted? That's confidence, even if you never labeled it that way. Confidence grows when you stop asking, what if I fail? And start asking, what if I handled it? Here's something people don't talk about enough. Confidence can be shaken. And sometimes here's something people don't talk about. Confidence can be shaken. And sometimes life humbles you. Loss, setbacks, rejection, burnout. These moments can make even the strongest people question themselves. But rebuilding confidence isn't about pretending you're okay. It's about being honest and choosing to rise anyway. When things fall apart, confidence looks quieter. It looks getting out of bed. What? When things fall apart, confidence looks quieter. It looks like getting out of bed when you don't feel like it. It's starting again without having all the answers. It looks like choosing yourself even when the world feels unstable. And this matters. Your confidence doesn't disappear because something didn't work out. Your worth is not tied to one session, one loss, or one outcome. Sometimes confidence is simply saying, this is hard, but I'm not quitting. Stop shrinking yourself. If you have a thought, an idea, a desire, if there's for a reason, you don't need to justify it. Talk to yourself differently. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Would you speak to a friend the way you speak to yourself? Take up space imperfectly. Speak before you feel ready. Start before you feel confident. Growth lives detached. Detach from outcomes. Confidence comes from effort, not applause. Honor your progress. You're not starting from zero, you're starting from experience. Confidence isn't loud, it's steady. It's knowing who you are even when things are uncertain. Here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to become someone else to be confident. You just need to stop abandoning yourself. Confidence is built when you choose courage over comfort, when you trust your voice, when you keep going even when it feels messy. You're allowed to evolve. You're allowed to outgrow old versions of yourself. You are absolutely allowed to take up space in the room you've worked hard to enter. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you practice every single day. Thank you, and I really hope that this message resonated with you and you enjoy the summit from here.